We are live. Hello everyone! Welcome to another live stream. I did not change the stream title. Welcome to another live stream. Hold on.
Guilty.
Hey, we have the same joke.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Again, I'm really sorry if my messages came
No
off as pushy. I
worries.
was just really excited to
As am I,
play
honestly.
it.
It's no worries, no worries.
For my design, I've sort of
good.
gone for like wizard cowboy. I mean, I might change it later.
What a matchup. 1 second. One more, I just need to change the stream.
No.
There we go, there we go. We're finally here. Right, okay. Hello. So Shadow is here, hello. Didn't hear the first sentence because you didn't start on starting soon. Yeah. Screen, yeah, you can't see it yet. Thank you for letting me know. Anyway, yes, starting soon. Yes, we're actually starting now, right. You can see stuff. Okay, so Guilty as Sock. First ever test of this. I did test the demo very briefly, just running a random lobby, random game, just to see if it works at all. But here we are. I mean, first ever proper game of this. So yeah, we did random rolls. So prosecutor, so judge is Mr. W.
Guilty.
Not even started yet. Prosecutor is Ratboy, also known as Emichu.
Okay, the answer's always guilty.
It will.
Hello. And defense is Mangoni, that's myself. Hello. Right, okay.
Yeah, on my screen you've got your Steam nicknames, so it's literally just Mr. W and Kango.
Okay,
Nice.
right, I see. Okay, so for maps, I just went for the default trial room. There's also two more. There's Trial of the Crown, which is a castle-themed one. And there's a Cosmic Orders trial, which looks like a Romulan bridge from Star Trek, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah, I can already tell which one Sharadice is going to go with.
Yeah, I mean, let's just do default trial for now.
Yeah, default, because this is basically just a test.
Yeah. So I've also customized my sock guy. Yeah, it would be good if you could save presets for costumes, but
I think we all have, actually.
yeah, whatever. I might suggest that to them. There's a really new game, by the way, just came out about 2 weeks ago. Anyway, waiting for the prosecutor and the charges. Okay, I'm the prosecutor. Oh, I guess okay.
My first thought is how great this would be in VR.
Oh, your voice actually comes from your character. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing here? There's notepad. Okay.
I'm tempted to touch things, but
All right.
what the?
Hold on. I guess which one should I present first? A 5?
Oh, directional audio. That's weird.
It is a bit.
No, it's opposite for me for some reason.
Hold on. Why is it? It's not really. Hold on.
And I'm in, boys.
Hello.
I think there is a way that you can.
Okay.
Chillio is accused of smoking the devil's lettuce. Okay.
Who's Chillio?
The dog.
Okay.
Oh, that. Oh,
Right.
yeah, that thing.
Okay.
If you scroll up when you've got the paper things, you can the airplanes.
So what am I doing? Okay, that's Chillio
You
right
have
there.
got to defend your client there, who, might I add, Judge,
Oh, hello.
is smoking the devil's lettuce as we speak.
Yes.
And
the dog
to
is.
be fair, Judge, so are you.
Oh yes, that's true.
Oh.
So I might be biased. This is
Wow.
all an attempt to legalize weed.
So, Mr. Elvis, over there.
Did your client commit this murder? No.
Da, da, da.
Yes, confess.
Right.
He's got a pretty suspicious mind at the moment, I think.
Right,
Might go to the jailhouse and do some rock.
So
Right,
who starts
I-
stuff?
I bring
You at the moment.
to the table
Go on.
the can I do this? Excuse me. Can I click?
I'm defense, yes.
I can't click on it. God dang it. I want to click on it. Can you click on it? Let me click. I can't click on it.
Maybe
you have to
Kango's
do
supposed to
something
do
first.
something?
What do I do?
Oh, Judge, you've got to pick who's talking. He's writing away. Judge,
So how do I do that?
The red and the blue on
Gavel?
your screen. Yeah, I do believe.
Gavel away, Your Honor.
I think. Yeah, you got to pick who lets us talk, who lets us present.
Bring
evidence.
witness back or send them back to their seat. I mean, it isn't. Allow a lawyer to present evidence. So I
That's the
assume
one.
that he's gonna. Hang on. Stun. I can stun people. Oh my god. So I think. Hang. Give me evidence.
Oh, right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that let you do it?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Right. Might I bring to the court's attention the defendant's medical file?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
See
alert.
that?
It's not good. No, it's
Oh.
okay.
Yeah. So, this dog over here, has not been prescribed medicinal devil's lettuce. So why
Okay,
is
so it's recreational then.
It's recreational and, might I add, illegal.
Yes, true. I mean, it depends. It depends where we are. Like, where is this Where is this habituated? Because
I think we're in
medicinal
England, Your
devil's
Honor.
lettuce can be allowed.
I
Well,
think,
because it's
you can
convenient
zoom
to
in
me
with
because
right
I'm-
click. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Because it's convenient to me, I am smoking devil's lettuce, but that is medicinal. I am
yeah.
prescribed this,
You are
but
prescribed.
it seems that the defendant is not.
No.
Has not been prescribed. They're merely doing it recreationally. Okay.
And might I also add to the table, not only are they smoking the devil's lettuce, but they are also huffing it. With
Huffing the
bent
water bottle.
Dented water bottle survived more hikes than you.
Okay. What connection does those two things have?
Well, you know how you have a bong.
Okay.
We found that in the defendant's possession.
Alright. Okay then.
And might I also add that there was a full ashtray.
Oh dear.
Stressed or just addicted?
Oh, dear. Well,
Addicted.
I must say it's not looking great, but I'm a fair judge. I will give me a second to try and do this properly. Bring the call witness to the stand.
Oh,
I mean, we don't have the witnesses.
The audience looks so creepy.
And
Is it-
also
oh god,
an
yeah.
unknown SIM card. That is his dealer.
Drug dealer, maybe.
Excuse
okay.
me, what?
Okay,
Your
well,
defendant-
I have heard your evidence.
Thank
I
you.
shall now allow the defence to speak and perhaps present any counter evidence. So, fire away.
One moment, Your Honor. I just need to prepare my stuff.
Of course. Let me just. These paper balls here, these aren't like little bits of. Because you can actually see the characters do it.
No, it's beautiful.
Oh,
Here,
a
might I
mystery grab
present
bag.
the mystery grab bag? Our friend here got
Yes.
whatever stuff he got from a mystery grab bag. He didn't expect there to be any sort of recreational whatever in there. And it was just food. It was just supposed to be food. I mean, whoever packed that in there had to have mixed some stuff up and they just somehow got in there, and it wasn't his fault. He just ate it thinking it was just some mystery food, but it was not. And that is
Your Honor?
Right.
what I
Your Honor?
say.
He said friend. Might I add, someone in the court, someone in the jury, has pointed out a very good fact. He said friend. A
Our
You
friend.
mean an impartial party.
It's
Says Paradise.
it's mere lawyer language, dear.
No, someone in the court, someone in the jury.
I didn't
looks like
mean
he's
he.
got a
Oh,
pumpkin on his head.
just
said
saying.
that- no,
Just saying. He's not my friend. That's not what I meant. Didn't mean it literally. I just meant our friend,
Yes,
as
right.
in I don't actually know
understand,
this
yes.
gentleman's name. I just
Yes,
had to
yes.
address him by something.
Yes. Colloquial language. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. There were multiple pieces of evidence presented against you. Do you wish to present another piece of evidence? Whilst I make
One
notes?
moment. Just need to have a look. One moment. Medical file, dented water bottle, full ashtray.
What was the dented water bottle evidence for again? Remind me.
That is the defendant's bong, Your Honor.
And it's bomb.
Bong.
Oh, bomb, right.
With a G, Your Honor.
Right.
And as you can see, that he is smoking it in this courtroom right this moment.
Right. May I present the lonely puzzle piece?
Right. And?
Continue.
The full ashtray, which was previously presented, the question is, stressed or just addicted? I say stressed. He had so much stress that he had to burst out the puzzle. He tried to get a bit of stress relief. Excuse me.
I don't know.
Just to get a bit of stress relief, he decided to play a puzzle, and the lonely puzzle piece is symbolic of this. That's what that it's clearly
Why
just a
has this got to
sign
do
of
with the
being
ashtray, Your Honor?
stressed. The full ashtray, clearly a sign of just being stressed out, and it doesn't have anything to do with an addiction.
Yeah, well, what is in the ashtray? Well, the devil's lettuce.
It's stress. It's puzzle
The
pieces,
devil-
nothing but
the
puzzle
de-
pieces.
The devil's lettuce, Your Honor, is illegal.
I can't see it.
It's in the evidence. Of course, you cannot touch it or see it because you are the defendant. Judge? Judge, breathe.
And look at this adorable object, the friendship bracelet.
Made with noodles.
Yes. Not the devil's noodles. It's just noodles.
Only
Just
man.
noodles.
It's an-
Okay, so
I say this
so
guy's
just noodles
innocent.
in that thing, is it? All right.
objection. Objection.
Go on.
Only a man under the influence of the devil's lettuce would try to make a friendship bracelet made of noodles, Your Honor.
That's fair. Yes.
If he didn't have anything in the house other than noodles, what else is he supposed to make a friendship bracelet out of?
You can use a shoelace.
He's a dog. He doesn't wear shoes.
He doesn't have feet.
Well,
we are all floating,
how
aren't we?
can he hold a friendship bracelet? How can he put it? How can he put it on his wrist if he has no wrist?
It's just around his neck, I guess.
Oh, he's got this. Oh, I didn't know. No, he's got hands. Yeah. No, he does have hands. They're just disconnected from his wrists.
Therefore, he has feet. He has hands. He has feet. If he has feet, you cannot. You should acquit. You should not acquit.
If the friendship bracelet doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Also, the security camera. Where's the
Oh.
evidence? Where is the evidence that this guy here even had any lettuce to begin with?
It is in his mouth as we speak.
That is true. So what says you about the lack of footage, the lack of security camera footage regarding this? And I will say you've got only one more piece of evidence left, so make it count.
I cannot pick any evidence, Your Honor. It is not my turn.
Oh yes, of course. Forgive me, I'm new to this.
Oh no. Right. Well, I say that there is a treasure map or a store layout. He knew where the security cameras were, and he knew how he could get away with it. He knew. Yeah, as someone in the jury says, lack of evidence is not evidence. He knew where to smoke the devil's lettuce where he would not be on camera, caught on camera to do things. Judge, if you have any sense of dignity for this fair country, you will say guilty.
Look at me. Do I look dignified?
Yes, actually, Your Honor, you look very lovely.
Right, well, that's your final piece of evidence. Do you have any way to combat this defendant, or perhaps a piece of evidence in your favour?
I say...
And once again, this will be the last piece, so do make it count.
Yes. My evidence basket is a bit scarce, I will say. I do admit that.
That's alright, take your time. That's alright, take your time. Oh, you've fallen asleep. Hang on.
No, don't do it. Don't bully me.
You fell asleep. Wake up.
Medical
You missed.
file.
Wake up. Does stunning you actually stop you from talking?
Yeah.
Nah, what really?
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, no,
Come on, chop chop.
I know.
How are you emote? Oh yeah, you can. Is it the number pad to emote?
E. If you hold E, you can.
I will say...
If you hold E, you can fart. Come now, hurry.
See,
I present soap.
Okay.
Clearly,
He's gonna need it when he goes to prison.
if this guy was actually on the lettuce, as we say, on the lettuce, he wouldn't even own soap. Like, the fact that this guy even owns soap to begin with is a telltale sign, I dare say, that he's not addicted to anything.
Of his morality.
I'll say so, Your Honor.
So,
I would say not, Your Honor.
alright, so I've heard all the evidence. Whilst... Oh god. And what is... Oh, that just zoomed in. Okay, cool. So... whilst... Where's it? There it is. Which one of these is guilty and not guilty? Oh, the one on the right is guilty, isn't it?
The one with the shackles being broken is innocent.
It's not guilty, okay. So, whilst you have attempted to claim that the client smoked the devil's lettuce nearly accidentally from a mystery bag, I view there as too much evidence in the contrary to believe that. Unfortunately, the defendant, not the defendant, what's the word? Client? Suspect? Suspect. We'll go with suspect. The suspect clearly does have a problem, and I shall be assigning care to him in hope to break this terrible addiction. But for the while, all I can do, I'm afraid, is mark the... Is it defendant? Is that the proper...
I'm the defendant.
Or the defendant?
The suspect. We'll just say suspect.
Suspect, yeah, let's say so.
I'm the defendant.
And I am afraid I have no choice but to mark the defendant as guilty!
Yeah! I mean, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
I will say,
Love that.
that was fun. Although all the stuff that I had, it was just incriminating. Either incriminating...
Do you want to be the person?
Well, I will say it is now 10 o'clock. So
Yeah, I mean,
that was amazing.
I have time for one more person.
okay, we can do one more.
I do as well. So return to play again or return to menu?
I think play again if you don't want to be.
Does it go in the... Okay, if that works.
Cool. And you have to
Okay,
hold down
that's
on the
good.
play again thing. Right, so we can do different roles again. We just have to make sure no one's got the same roles.
Yeah. So
I'm fine with whatever one people don't want.
I think I'd quite like to be the prosecutor. Yeah, I'd quite like to be the prosecutor.
Okay.
I think.
which map? Should we? Do you want the castle map, perhaps, or not?
No, we're going to leave it like this.
I think leave it for now.
Okay.
We can.
That's okay.
We could just.
Okay, so Mr. W,
Sure.
you'll be writing out what the person is guilty of, and whilst you're doing that, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Right.
You can hear us, but
Well, hang
we
on.
can't hear you. You'll see. It's really easy, simple.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
there any way that I can like randomly pick it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the stuff that I had in my object, like to choose. It was just either completely unrelated stuff, like just a little black notebook or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
I'll show you how a real defense does it. Now get us in court, Judge. Damn right. Damn right, I say. Hello? What? Alright, defendant. Yes, Mr. Suspect, we...
Waiting for the prosecutor and their charges.
Yes.
I'll just take a little nap. Oi. I felt that.
Well, about one in the eye.
Oh! Near miss.
The charges have been written.
The sad man is accused of the theft of Mrs. Sock's shoes.
Your Honor.
I see, okay. Well, prosecutor, you go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. How are you? Oh, the
It's alright, I'm right here.
Well.
Speak.
Well, Your Honor.
Speak.
The defendant is, of course, accused of the theft of Mrs. Sock's shoes.
Right.
However, I present, obviously, in order to do this, one would need to know where Mrs. Sock lived, which I would assume is where her shoes are kept. Yes, do we agree on that?
Well, I think some shoes belong on someone's feet.
I mean...
Well, yes, but before it is put on one's feet, it belongs in the home.
I would assume so.
So I will present to you how could my client know where to even begin to find Mrs. Sock when they have a GPS leading to nowhere?
Either a bug or a shortcut to another dimension.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
You do realise you're trying to put them in jail, right?
I thought it was the other way around. Oh well.
No.
Oh well.
You're supposed to
Don't
be against
don't worry,
them.
sad boy. The
I love-
prosecutor sucks.
I love that when you look at them, they turn to face you.
As I'm saying, don't worry, they suck. You're gonna be walking free.
Shit.
Ju- you
Judge.
just rephrase whatever you want to do in the favor of yourself, perhaps.
So, hang on. So I'm trying to say that they did. Don't you?
Your
Kango.
Honor.
So I'm trying to say that they did steal. Yes, they did.
I
well.
do believe so.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Okay. So at around midnight.
Sheridan says, I think the prosecutor got the defendant's folder by accident.
Yes,
Yeah,
Your Honor,
maybe.
Your Honor,
I was
he is
really
innocent.
chuffed with that one as well. But
Yeah.
anyway, at around 12 a.m. At around 12 a.m. on the night of the theft of Mrs. Sock's shoes, there was heard at her house a midnight shriek. Very like, I say, what could cause that kind of distress other than the theft of a shoe, which indeed your entire being goes into as a sock, as we are all sock people ourselves under God.
Right. Midnight shriek. Probably a ghost or an over-enthusiastic rat.
I thought you were supposed to base things on evidence, sir.
Yeah, that's what the card says.
Well, I think it's just whatever
Wow.
the defendant or the prosecutor wants it to be.
Right.
Rather than what's
Okay,
actually
gotcha.
said on the
Yeah,
thing.
that is a fair check.
I do believe it to be flavor text.
Right. Yes.
Why am I helping this man?
Thank you.
I helped you, so we can call it even.
Okay, the Midnight Shriek. You
Fair
said this occurred when Mrs. Sock realized that her shoes were in fact stolen, correct?
Not perhaps not quite when they were stolen,
Right,
but
right.
perhaps catching a glimpse of the person as they were making their escape. All I'm saying is that it is exceptionally likely that the shriek and the shoe theft are linked.
Right, that sounds
Intrinsically.
reasonable. Okay. Shall we ignore the GPS to nowhere?
Intrinsically, I say. Intrinsically!
Objection! Objection! You cannot. You put that evidence forward. It is now in the court's possession. Therefore, you cannot retract your evidence.
Do not wish to. I am confident enough to win this case otherwise.
Right. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't think I could actually reach him back there.
Can you?
Right, yeah.
Right. So.
Attorney, go ahead, please, with your
Thank
statement.
you, Your Honor. So, might I say that don't fart in my general direction, sir. Thank you very much. Right.
Go on.
Might I say that my client here would not need to steal anybody's shoes, for you will see on this scribbled post-it note that he has already been and bought a new pair of shoes, not even 2 days prior to the incident.
Right.
I put my cursor right between your eyes, sir. It makes you look very angry.
I see.
Can you see what I mean, sir?
Yes, I can. Same thing with you.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
The post-it note, as you can see,
Yes.
it says that 2 days before the alleged crime, that Mr. Sadboy here had already purchased a new pair of shoes. Adidas, wasn't it, sir? Yes.
The
Adidas.
sad man, correct?
Sad boy in this case, because he is very sad. And look at that face, Your Honor. That is a face of an innocent man. And might I add, he is my Count Dracula thing is in the way. I can't see whether he has legs or not.
I believe
don't
your
think he
name
does,
is Frogula, correct?
Count Frogula.
Right,
Sir.
yes.
I do believe there is a count.
Count, yes.
Thank you. And also, might I add, that you can see by the data stored in the defendants, in the suspects, in my client's computer game system.
Yeah.
I am very old, sir. I do not know how video games work.
Understandable. I am confused by them myself sometimes.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding.
Go ahead.
You see, according to the data stored away in my client's computer gaming system,
Right.
at the time of the alleged crime, he was playing, what was it? Honey Pop.
League of Legends.
Honey Pop. It's got big boobas in it, sir.
I
Why
see.
would
That tracks.
my client incriminate himself to be what the youth call an incel?
Christ.
There is look.
I thought you said this
Keep the
per-
Lord's name out of this court, sir.
I thought you said this man was innocent.
Yes. So on the day of the crime, he was at home playing Honey Pop.
Innocently, I guess.
Innocently, sir.
Uh,
There is nothing wrong with being a horn dog.
I see.
I know we're socks, sir, but you know, when a man's got to do, a man's got to do. And
Right. Okay. Well. Fine. I see. So, sorry. Remind me again. How does this gaming console, like him playing this game, like when was he playing this game?
he was playing it at the alleged time of the crime of the shoes being stolen.
Right.
Midnight.
And this crushed
Oh.
can.
His
Right
face
here.
changed.
Oh.
Yes. That's how expressions work, sir. I know it's difficult for
He's
us
a
to
sad
talk about
man.
with Swiss socks.
I don't
The
trust
crushed
him.
can, might I look, is a can of
Oops, sorry.
the most delectable drink on this planet.
Right.
Probably an energy drink if he's a gamer.
Diet Coke. And
Okay.
he drank this whilst
Not
playing the video
sponsored.
game at the time of
Not
the crime.
yet.
How could he be in
Not
two places
sponsored.
at once?
Not yet.
Did he just not notice the stuff being stolen, or what does this mean?
He is not married to Mrs. Sock.
Okay.
Were you under the assumption that these two were married, sir?
Not particularly. Right.
Well, he was at his home, and
I
Mrs. Sock,
see.
I assume, would be at her home.
Yes. Right. Thank you for that. Over to you again.
Much appreciated, sir.
Yes. Do you have any other evidence to present?
I do indeed, sir. You say that the suspect had purchased a new pair of shoes.
Yes.
However, purchased, yes, but they never arrived. I present to you on the gentleman's online history. I presented to you an order never delivered.
Wow.
The client merely dreamed. He bought. The client purchased these, but they did not deliver, and so the man was desperate for a new pair of shoes. And I also would like to add, if this gentleman was not, at Mrs. Sock's house at the time of the theft, then why was he found with an incognito costume? That man is guilty, I say. The evidence speaks to it. I say he is guilty.
Right, so we assume that he was actually wearing this costume at the time of the crime, correct? To not
Yes.
arise any suspicions?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Caught him trying to peel the mustache off, sir.
And
Look, he tore the mustache off and stuck it just above his eyes.
Sir, that objection, that is unibrowist.
over to you then.
Thank you.
You have
sir.
two more to present. You have one. Let's make this count,
Thank you,
shall
sir.
we?
Right.
Count, as in Count Frogula. Funny.
Thank
Anyway, go on.
Might I add that my defendant's eyebrows have nothing to do with the crime. Nothing. And in fact, I think he looks quite dapper, and I think it is a attack on character to bring such falsitudes to this courtroom. Anyway.
Defendant has a strange taste, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
I will say we don't have to present every single piece of evidence.
Might I add?
You've got two more.
That-
I've got one.
Right, I've got two pieces of evidence that will match up together, please. As you can see, Your Honor, this gentleman has had a broken vase. Sir, would you please stop zooming in and not seeing my pieces of evidence?
I'm sorry.
Hang on, does it show you when you zoom in?
Broken.
No, I've got Kango's
vase.
stream.
Oh.
I wanted to see your expressions. Right.
I know I'm beautiful, but
broken-
please don't get distracted.
Yes.
Do not butter up the judge.
He is buttering up me.
You are calling him beautiful, or you are insinuating that he thinks you are beautiful. You do not get to seduce him. How dare you?
Order.
How
Thank you. Yes,
dare you?
as you can see, there was a broken vase, as the Americans say, but as we say in England, vase. A broken vase
whatever.
in his home. But you would think, possibly, this could be insinuation of a crime. But there is a dried up glue stick. My honor, your honor, everyone's honor. My client was playing Honey Pop and got a little bit too excited and ended up bumping over the vase as he was playing. So needed to spend the evening of the alleged crime sticking the vase back together with this dried up glue stick. If you look at the DNA evidence, you will show that the glue is exactly 3 days old, which is when the alleged crime took place. And I rest my case.
Curious. It is only my honor, if you please.
Okay, so sorry, Your Honor.
Appreciated. Right. Prosecutor. One more piece of evidence. If you have it. Hey.
Hang on.
Order. Oh, can we please get on with it?
Going with the evidence of this broken vase and dried up glue stick. Yes, it is true that the suspect had a broken vase. However, I tell you that it was not a glue stick that he used. Instead, attempted to repair it with this worn-out duct tape. So therefore, I tell you that this entire story is fabricated because little holes like that, it points out little flaws in these lies that are being told. It was no glue. It was no glue. It was duct tape. This man is guilty.
Is there such thing as guilty for using duct tape?
Oh.
It is not the duct tape that matters, but merely the inconsistency. I tell you, this defendant story is full of lies.
I will say, the man can own both glue sticks and duct tape. I mean, I don't know
can own, but if you look at the evidence, it says worn out duct tape.
And dried up glue stick.
Dried up, yes, but dried up does not necessarily mean used. It may have been open, used a little bit, and then the lid was lost.
Right.
It does not have to be used up to be dried.
I mean,
whereas this specifically says worn out duct tape tried to fix too many broken things. Therefore, I tell you that the duct tape was used, but the glue stick was not.
Well, do we have any evidence of the duct tape actually being used for the vase or not?
I cannot choose any more evidence, Your Honor, but
Yes.
Neither can I, so it's up to you now, boy.
But if I could select any more evidence, then I would have a case.
No.
Yes, I mean, that just can't allow that, unfortunately. Right, but the man is intelligent. He wouldn't try to use duct tape to fix a vase. I don't know.
I would say it's more foolhardy to try and use a glue stick. It actively said the glue stick sticks to nothing except your fingers.
But you see the duct tape ages after you've actually used it.
The prosecutor has clearly never done DIY. This is why his paper planes do not fly further than the floor.
Let's not insult each other in the courtroom. Do we have any evidence of our sad man over here actually being present during the crime? I mean, there is some evidence pointing against it, like the gaming console having been active,
evidence, my guy.
a
You have
crushed
to make a choice
can
now.
and stuff being...
It's called clear communication, muck wizard.
Wizard, eh?
Alan Trogular will defeat you in time.
So where... So we have some evidence pointing to him being at home during the crime and not, in fact, in Mrs. Sox's house. do we have evidence of him being at the site of the crime as well? Like countering the other evidence in this
If
sense?
I may, sir,
Go ahead.
I misspoke as my first piece of evidence. I stated that the defendant had a GPS leading from nowhere, and that is true. Yes. However, I presented to you this was destroyed after the trip to an attempt as counter evidence.
Okay. So, were you able to actually go back in the GPS history and see what was entered beforehand, or is that not a thing?
In fact, I was, sir, and it seemed that the defendant is a thief and a liar, but he is intelligent, I shall give him that. For the GPS was broken only a few miles away from Mrs. Sock's house.
Right, yes.
A member of the jury would like to commune with the judge.
Yes. Hold on. It's called a sham. I demand a recount. A sham?
We don't have any other people here. Are you able to do that?
It's Paradise.
Wait, wrong court.
It's Paradise, so you don't
Perhaps
have
the
to actually
two
do it.
parties should recount their
it's
stories all the way through, then you can choose. Yeah, but this would help a little. Right. I'll let...
Are you saying that the pumpkin man in the back
It's all
is any less than us non-pumpkin men?
We'll say
Depends whose size the pumpkin man's on.
it is a bit... All the two stories, they were sharp in some bits, but it has clouded up a bit over time. So, Attorney Ratboy, please continue and run us through the story from start to finish, and then I'll go over to the prosecutor, and then I shall make my final verdict.
Okay, start to finish. So, the alleged crime happened 3 days ago, Your Honor, where supposedly my client here stole Mrs. Sock's shoes, which, might I add, is very difficult to say. Mrs. Sock's shoes. But on the night of the crime, I must say it is quite sad that Mrs. Sock's shoes have been stolen, but it's a sad tragedy, but it has nothing to do with my client here, because my client, he's not guilty, but he is indeed an incel. I do apologize, sir. So he was at home on his gaming console, playing Honey Pop, looking at the anime ladies' boobas, and he got a little bit too over-enthusiastic and ended up knocking over his vase, which was actually a family... don't laugh at my client, sir. Which was actually
Order.
a family heirloom.
Please continue.
And he used some glue, put the bars back together, and by the data on the gaming console, he was at home on the night of the crime, and by the tackiness of the glue that was also used on the night of the crime. This duct tape maybe was used to keep the glue pieces together as they dried, but nothing nefarious. Nothing more nefarious. And the crunched up can was the good old crisp, fresh Diet Coke, Your Honor, which has nothing to do with the case, but definitely not, sponsored or nothing like that.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, thank you. So,
Not sponsored yet.
so what I'm thinking is...
We will be game theory.
So, what actually caused the vase to get knocked over?
He
was sitting there gaming. I mean, he was sitting there gaming.
You've laid your bed.
When a man gets
You've made your bed, Jamie.
over-enthusiastic
Now you
about
must lay in
anime
it.
titties...
But he was sitting there gaming.
Yes,
The
but
vase was in the next
vase
room
was
over.
right beside the sofa, and gets a little bit excited and knocks over the vase in his.
It's a huge vase.
And you should see the size of the anime titties, Your Honor.
You should see the size of the defendant's.
Overruled. Interesting. Can you explain why this man is even here in the first place, then, if he is so innocent?
because the client over here wants his gaming console. The prosecutor over here wants him in jail for a false crime to take both the gaming console and, Your Honor, the family heirloom vase, because this man opposite me in court is Sad Man's brother.
Oh, they know each other. Oh, I guess.
Dun, dun, dun.
Huh. They don't look very similar.
Looks can be deceiving, Your
I
Honor.
guess they can. Right. I have heard your testimony. Prosecutor, please run us through your story, if you would.
I shall do. It's bloody difficult to hold tea, but to talk and also do tap.
No worries. Take your time.
He can't even remember his own story, Your Honor.
I do. So, well, I will set out
Your
a
Honor, I have another
timeline.
one.
I shall set out a timeline as such.
I
I tell you that this sad man was desperate for a new pair of shoes, and did in fact attempt to purchase some using the aforementioned scribbled post-it note with the grocery list. However, they were ordered online and thus never arrived. So therefore, desperate for a new pair of shoes, he snuck out to Mrs. Sock's house in the middle of the night, at midnight, I dare say, and attempted and in fact succeeded in stealing Mrs. Sock's shoes. But however, Mrs. Sock is quite a light sleeper, so thus produced a midnight shriek at just about catching the person escaping and getting a glimpse of their incognito costume, which he has in fact removed from his mouth now and put over his eyebrows.
Objection!
There was also a GPS found in the in the suspect's car, which had since been broken and so now thus leads to nowhere, but was likely used to locate Mrs. Sock's house. And the worn out duct tape that merely presents itself as counter evidence to the dried up glue stick with the broken vase. Well, the defendant did have a broken vase, but did not use glue sticks for it, thus, as I've said multiple times, stating that this defendant, if he can even dare call himself that, his story is full of holes, much like the vase itself.
Your Honor.
That's my case.
Yeah, thank you. Attorney, yes.
Yes, thank you. As I said, that the duct tape was used to hold the glue together as it dried, sir.
So they used duct tape and glue?
No!
Well, you see, sir, when you hold things together, the glue needs to cure. It needs to dry.
The glue does not state it was used. The duct tape specifically stated was used.
Well, it says, what does it say? On worn out duct tape, therefore it has been used, and we have been in this courtroom for half an hour.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a clock as well.
Let's wrap this off.
Right,
Don't look at me when I fart, sir.
okay, how do I actually decide?
You scroll.
Yeah, you select the hammer, you scroll.
Oh, I
to the
see.
Guilty, not guilty option.
Thank
and
you.
give a big speech.
Right, speech.
Give a big speech before you do it at who you think is guilty, at whether you think the defendant is guilty.
Right, I think... I mean, the brother story. Why was this not brought to our attention?
Mere nonsense made to draw a reaction.
I would have
As
thought...
I said, Judge, he wants the gaming console and he wants the vase, which was their mother's pride possession.
Is Mrs. Sock...
I am no incel. I am no incel. Incel. I do not wish to associate with this man whatsoever.
Is Mrs. Sock related to you at all?
No, not at all, sir. As you know, it would be a crime to act in the case in which I have any familial relationship. All I'm looking is to defend a poor old woman, Mrs. Sock.
Yes.
And I
So,
am defending a poor incel
I see.
who has no chance with women. Let
Attorney,
alone an old woman and her shoes.
attorney, my question is, why was the fact that this man was in fact the prosecutor's brother brought to our attention before the court even started?
So late.
We should have
yes.
noted.
For dramatic effect,
You
Your
see-
Honour, please do not let that distract
see
you
what
from
I
the evidence
mean?
presented to you. As you can, I am a count.
Dramatic effect.
I need a bit of drama in my otherwise boring and very long life.
This is an entirely serious case, Your Honor. It should not.
We shouldn't fabricate drama for the sake of it.
Sir, I ask you not to throw away my evidence and my points just for a little bit of drama.
And yet you insist on
Address
drama
the
yourself.
evidence. Do not let this
Right.
distract you.
Which one is it?
Someone says to me, "Hey, the judge can't mess with the evidence. Get in the attorney's chair if you want to do that." Right, okay. I will say, if
It's like the Spider-Man meme, Jamie.
Yeah.
if the sad man over here was just in his house from start to finish, even during midnight, even during the alleged crime, I don't see why he was brought into all this in the first place. He must have at least been near.
Exactly, Your Honour. He has been brought here under false pretenses.
If all this is true. However, since the poor victim of Mrs. Sock actually apparently caught a glimpse of this individual.
No, she caught a glimpse of someone with a mustache, Your Honour. This man has never had a mustache in his life.
How do you know that?
He does.
Because I have seen his family portraits.
He's taken it from under his nose and put it on his eyebrows.
That is his beautiful mustache. And the eyebrows.
I will say,
I misspoke, Your Honour.
slip.
I don't think the sad man actually has a mouth. I think that is his mustache right there. So I will say,
You can see when that cowboy
Do not
over
be
there presents
swayed. Do not be
evidence.
swayed.
You can see when that cowboy over there presents evidence that his mouth moves.
he should look. If he was actually innocent, he should look confident in this. His expression tells
Sir?
quite the opposite.
Sir,
There's a
might I
reason-
say that anyone
is a
in court
reason-
would look worried,
There is a
especially with
reason
you as
why.
a judge.
There's a reason why he's so sad. The guilt, it is eating him up.
He is not. He is worried, for he is being accused of a crime that he did not
Do the
commit.
bonk. Do the bonk.
Do the bonk on him.
Like-
He's smoking the devil's lettuce in the court, sir. That's what I thought.
Right. Anyway, I decide by the evidence. Evidence. Okay. We've got a GPS leading to nowhere, which he might have used to get to Mrs. Sock's house before. The midnight shriek, which.
Court has already been decided. This judge is
Yes.
non-biased.
Attorney.
Is biased.
Attorney. In your story, what actually caused the midnight shriek?
Can we wrap this up? No, that was evidence I presented.
Okay.
I mean, if the defendant wishes to come up with a story for that, then they may
Your
choose.
Honour, I need to pee.
Yes, so come on. Oh,
He's
hello.
not
Hey.
guilty.
Wait, not guilty. No, he is guilty.
No,
Hey,
he's not.
I
Sorry.
win. Nice.
I had to wrap it up at some point.
Nice. Yeah, I love that.
Sheridan says,
That was
decide
fun.
by the evidence.
I should have. Although all the evidence pieces were, yeah, they were.
I do have to
Okay.
go. This was really fun. Thank you for letting us barge into your stream.
It was fun. Wait, so you didn't retrial? I mean, I took them as they were presented with all that backstory of all the individual evidence pieces.
You can look at the statistics and the talking time.
Ah. Okay. Wow. There's no talking time for me,
Because you're the judge.
I guess.
Jaredai says, looking forward to playing tomorrow.
Yes,
And
sorry,
then,
forget it
Mr.
wasn't
W
Discord.
said, sorry, forgot it wasn't Discord.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it happens, no worries. Does it count
Yeah.
the talking time when the light's on?
I think so.
But yeah, I won.
But yeah,
Okay.
I do gotta go. Thank you for letting me join the stream. I'll see you later. Bye, love you.
Good
Bye.
night. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Does indeed. They're helping this man because he needs it. HJ. HJ? Oh, when the mic gets picked up. Probably that. Bye-bye. Yeah, when push talk's on, I guess. If it is on, if that's a thing. HJ half joking. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it was great. The RP potential is nuts for that. Yeah, true. But yeah, gonna go as well. Good night. Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming. Good night, folks. I love it. Good night. I look forward to playing that again in the future sometime. But yeah, especially also watching tomorrow. But yeah. Good night. Yes, good night. Thanks for coming again and see you soon.